together, my wife and I were designers, Myself, I'm a shop guy. I like making stuff. I like getting into the studio early and taking care of business. Trying to figure out how to make something and what the best way to make something will be.
Yeah, that'll be nice.
So it'll be in about there.
Perfect.
Like
and you get to keep some of this stuff.
Yeah, that's a neat.
I like that.
That's a neat thing. I wonder how it'll stay with. Should finish up okay.
Yeah.
I actually first met both Joseph and Dana about 4 years ago as students at the Sheridan College Craft and Design program, and both were studying in the furniture studio. Right from the start, both Joseph and Dana have been very active in the field of woodworking, and it's also been my pleasure to see them move from students into building a collaborative design studio and production house called DJ and JB, and which also kind of playfully references their own relationship as husband and wife.
Dana and I work very closely together. What do you think? We always bounce our ideas off each other. We work as a team. I think in coming up with how these awards have turned out, Dana's been just pushing me always to do more and to just dig in to the project. Basically for me to explore and dive into the making of these awards. A lot of it is on me as the guy who's in front of the lathe or doing most of the actual work and shaping of these things, to actually treat each piece with its own intention. And then she kind of swoops in and adds whole other layers of meaning. She sees things that maybe I haven't seen, and adds context and support. So it'll be in about there.
So as a collaborative team, they have developed to produce a really flexible and modern selection of work, and they always focus on using local materials, sustainable practices.
So Dana and I started jb+dg while we were in school together. The acronym is our initials, Joseph Bowman plus Dana Gedney.
We're at Blossom and Bloom at Union Station in Toronto. It's a 2-day craft fair. We do one of these every 2 to 3 weeks throughout the summer. Depending on our booth size, we bring what we can, and because it is a flower show, we brought our planters and some of the paper flowers I've started making, and some wall hangings and mobiles.
So when it came time to establish a name for a business, that just seemed like apt. It's who we are, it's a bit of a love story, and it's simple. So our own approach is the simplest expression of an elegant idea. I'm the studio technician at the Wood Studio at Queen Elizabeth Park Community and Cultural Center, and I get to talk shop with residents every day I'm here and help out with projects and just hang out in the wood studio all day with people. I think specifically this community center is amazing. This is a space that, when it opened, I remember being intensely jealous of the first technician who scored the gig that I have now. Very intensely jealous. For me, it's kind of a coveted gig. I like the role. You get to meet a lot of people. You get to help out with a lot of projects. I get to do a lot of thinking about how I might solve a problem without actually having to solve that problem myself. I get to offer my advice and then see how that project plays out. So it's fun, it's rewarding, and it opened up a lot of opportunities. The fun part's over, and now the work begins.
What I know about Joseph and Dina's studio practice is that they've put a lot of hard work into building something that works both in terms of what they want to do creatively and what their customers are looking for. And so they have a really beautiful range of products that are very modern and aesthetic, but that are also very customizable, and that they're using local woods and sustainable practices.
I try not to be too precious about any of the material. I believe that the material is going to work. It's wood, it's beautiful, it has beautiful natural characteristics that I know I can turn into something that others will enjoy. And you kind of believe in that process and believe in the skill and craftsmanship and the eye and the hand, and go from there. The theme that we're starting from is volunteerism. So there's something in volunteering your time that is altruistic. It's caring for another person, a place. It's something completely outside of yourself. It's nurturing something. And so we thought it would be appropriate to present awards that had a bit of that in them. So they're vessels for succulent plants. They're all individually beautiful vessels for plants.
We chose succulents. We chose a variety of succulents and little trees to give some interest and color and layers. We actually get our plants from a nursery. A neighbor of ours has a small nursery in the East End where she grows everything from, she has her mother trees, and she grows everything from cuttings and the little succulents.
In our line of work, it's a rare opportunity to put that amount of time into something. So these pieces have been babied. They've been well loved, and I've been over every inch of them for hours, and it's been joyous. It's been a very enjoyable experience. If somebody comes in to see me at the Q and they really need help with something, there's a lot that I get out of helping people with their projects here. It's been my experience that I guess giving of your time, knowledge, and effort is kind of its own reward in a way.